Good day, everyone. Once again, you are welcome to Postgraduate Path with Daddy, the Brazil option. As you can see on the screen, why course ratings matter for scholarships. Yes. Before I go ahead, I want to thank every subscriber and everyone that had watched this video up to now. God bless you. But we still seek to expand the community. So as you are coming in, please kindly subscribe, watch the videos, okay, tell people that friends that might need it, invite them. Okay, thank you very much as you do so. Yeah, today I want to talk about something very important, something that a lot of people don't know. I did not know this until I got here. Okay, and the thing is fine. Brazil has a lot of opportunities that you must have read online, and all sorts. But there's a need for you to be, one thing I usually say is put for every of your for every step that you want to take, be intentional about it, okay? And give meaning to your intentions too. Don't just say, this means to japa. No, there's a need to be calculative about it. Yeah. Why am I saying this? Like I said, I never heard anything about it until I stumbled on it, while trying to solve the net. Um, there's a body here called CAPS. CAPS is one of the scholarship bodies, and they are the one, like, for example, in Nigeria, there's a body that is in charge of course rating in Nigeria called the NUC, okay? And then they do what they call accreditation. Here also, there's a means of, there's what they call, it's referred to as course rating, and that's a rate of 1 to 7. As you can see on the screen, there's no 1 and 2. What that means is courses that are rated 1 or 2 are not recognized by CAPS. So what that means is they are not going to be supplying scholarships for such courses. Now, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 6 and 7, there are courses that are internationally recognized. That is, they are at par with international courses all over the world. For 5, they are strong, it's a strong rating, but it's nationally recognized. For 4, it's intermediate, and it is nationally recognized. 3 is weak, but still nationally recognized. So how does it apply to scholarship or awarding scholarships? For 5, 6, and 7, courses rated 5, 6, and 7, if you get approved on any of them, it is automatic, what the Brazilians call automatic. Okay? It is automatic that you will get a scholarship. But for 4 has a low supply of scholarship. For example, like I said, I never heard anything about it. I just saw a course that interests me, something that I've been desiring to do. I have a background in animal science, but in my second master's, I did animal science, but my research was about conversion of waste to biogas, and that was what led me to bioenergy. So I started surfing, and then I stumbled on bioenergy, and I applied, and I was approved. However, although it's an international course because it's an English course, so it was, what's it called? It is rated 4. So what does that mean? Like, let me use my own instance. It's a course that is done in 3 universities, handled by 3 universities: UNESP, which I am at the Claro campus, USP, which is in Sao Carlos, and Unicamp, which is at Campinas. Now, in my set, in UNESP, I think we're about 6. Yeah, we're about 6 or 7 that were approved. So, when we were approved, we got an email that, okay, the first thing is this. They told us that if you want to get FAPESP scholarship, there's a need for you to make your proposal into the FAPESP. FAPESP is another scholarship body that we should make our proposal into their format and everything. But I did, but I was not approved. Okay, and then so what I was now left with was the competition, because what happens is, let me first explain how it is. Like I said, in 5, 6, and 7, automatically you get a scholarship. But in 4, if let's say, for example, like in our own case, we're about 6 that were approved. So it's not an email that there's a single scholarship. So that the 6 of us will have to enter into, we have to compete for it. And how did they do that? They sent us an Excel sheet. On the Excel sheet were some items that we needed to fill, and everything, rallied around publications. So that was why I decided to make that video first. The part of the items were how many publications do we have, how many conferences have you attended, in your publications, are you the first, second, or third author? So each of them has a point. So they did everything, and I came third out of the 5 of us that went into the pool. So, and there was only one scholarship. So it was only the first person that was able to use it. So which means we are left with, I'm on the third, I'm the third, meanwhile we're 5. So 4 of us were on the waiting list. So the first person finished it. So it came, I think the first half. Why I was fortunate was the person was, I think the first person that got it, I think was in his, maybe his finals or something. So the second person got it. And by the time I got to Brazil, because fortunately for me, I was waiting for my family's visa. So I stood for a while in Nigeria. I spent about 2 or 3 semesters in Nigeria before I came into Brazil. So that really saved me. Imagine me coming here for a year and a half with my family, no scholarship. So I came in November. So by the time I got here in November, that was like a year and a half. My supervisor walked up to my coordinator, who spoke to the pro-rectorate, the vice pro-rectorate, and then they got me a scholarship. I'm coming there. So that is what happens with course rated 4. The scholarships that are supplied for a course rated 4 are usually lesser than the number of approved students. Okay, so which means you guys will have to compete, and that is why publication is key. If peradventure you never knew this before and you've got approved and they told you there's no scholarship, there's no automatic scholarship. Like initially I told you in 2020 I was approved for animal science for PhD at USP. In fact, they already told me during the interview that all I need to do was just to provide fundings that would be enough for me for two months, before they do the normal documentation and then start paying me my CAPS fee. At that time, CAPS was 2001 for PhD. Unlike now, that is 3001. So, but I couldn't go because of COVID. Now, so that's that of 4. 3 also, lesser scholarship. If 4 can be getting 1, imagine what 3 will be getting. Do you understand? So there's a need for you to know this ahead. And how can you go about this? Let me run you through this. There's a site called Sukupira platform. Just Google it. Put it on Google, Sukupira platform, and then you are there. Okay, let me start from Sukupira. Okay, can you see it? Platform. Can you see it there? Yeah. So you are there. So then you scroll up a bit, evaluated and recognized course. Now, for you to have this, there's a need to put this on auto translate. Okay, put your system on auto translate. I guess you would know that. So then, because this is usually in Portuguese, so then you click on this. Okay. Now, where are you looking at? Me, I'm in Southeast. Okay. Like you can just decide to just click on any. Okay. So let's click on Southeast. Okay, so it has brought me here. I'm in Southeast. So now I want to take us to a particular course, bioinformatics. I was trying to check like a week ago. I was trying to check for someone chemistry, but it was not. I think the application had passed. But then I stumbled on bioinformatics. Bioinformatics is still active. So let's try bioinformatics. Anything you are typing here, can you say search graduate program? Must be in Portuguese. So you go to Google Translate and so bioinformatics is bioinformatica. Bioinformatica. Okay? So let's see if that all is there. Okay? So can you see bioinformatica, bioinformatics in USP? We are going to USP. Can you see that in UFMG is 7? Can you see? But in USP is 4. Can you see it? And is right now is active. Right now it is it's active right now. Okay? So can you see that is 4? Can you see it? So if you get approved for a course like this, it's just the same experience that I had that you might end up having. Okay? Can you see this is our institution? Let's go there and check. This is a website. Let's go there and check. Yeah, if it doesn't take us there, okay, it doesn't take us there. I already have it here on my system for you to know what I'm talking about. This Universidade do Sao Paulo, Instituto do Química. This is chemistry, Institute of Chemistry. Can you see it? Biochemistry. This is chemistry, but inter-unit program. Bioinformatics is in the inter-unit program. Can you see it? Okay. So this is it. So that is what we have here. Can you see now? Notice of opening of selection period is when? Application period January 20 to June 10. Can you see it? So it's open, but it is rated 4. So if you get approved here, let me tell you how you can get, if you don't mind, let me tell you how you can get scholarship. The first one is you enter the pool. The second one is at times lecturers usually have fundings. Okay? They usually have funding. Like I said earlier, I said I applied to for FAPESP, which is the FAPE is a scholarship body, but depending on the state that you are, I'm in Sao Paulo, SP, so FAPE SP. So we call it FAPESP. Okay? Yeah. So I was not approved. And why? I do not have publication. Like the publication I have is in animal science, poultry science. Okay? But my supervisor sent me what the 2 reviewers sent. Everything was okay, but just the fact that the issue of publication, like I told you, publication is what is needed in postgraduate, and it's key right here. So there are ways. If you do not, if your application, if eventually you did not get a scholarship, your supervisor might have fundings. That's one. Okay, like in Unicam, there are a lot of lecturers that have fundings. So and it is all over. So that's one. Two, what they did when I came was my supervisor spoke with my coordinator and spoke with the prorectorate, because there's a number of scholarships that they give to the prorectorate. Apart from the one they throw into the normal pool, there's a number of scholarships they give to the prorectorate, and they spoke, because the coordinator copied me the email, spoke with him that there's a guy from Nigeria that needs to be stable while he's here, blah, blah, blah. And eventually, they approved it for 2 months. But the beauty of this kind of CAP scholarship is it is renewable every year, 12 months. So after the 2 months, the coordinator reached out to the vice prorectorate that, Alpha, any news? Is this thing going to be renewed? He said they don't know yet, because that was around the first week of March, that they don't know yet. That's until if they don't know if I thought they will be getting anything this semester from CAPS. And voila, fortunately, the following week, the CAPS sent a fresh scholarship. Unfortunately, the first and the second had already, the first had finished reading the scholarship, gave it to the second person, and I was the next person in line. So, fortunately, the new scholarship was for me. The following day, the one that I was using before, that we were expecting to be renewed, Prorectorate sent an email that it has been renewed. So my coordinator just employed me that I should, and joined me that I should please continue using that one, because if I don't, and I decide to use this new one, this one that was approved for me earlier will be wasted, because I'm the only one that can be using it, because it has been tagged against my name. So he said by September I would do a swap. Do you understand that? So those are the ways that you can get. If you don't mind, you can go ahead and apply to this. Yes, this is it. But then I usually do not encourage people to do that. Do you understand? There are a lot of courses here. Okay, there are a lot of universities that you can apply to instead of just trying to do many more with your application. Okay, yeah. So this is just what I decided to share with you guys today. Like, please don't forget, try and subscribe if you feel this information is good enough. Click the notification bell and the like button as well. Help share it, tell friends about it as well. And thank you very much. Yeah, if you have any question, you can also drop a comment in the comment section below. Thank you very much.